look for this Houston Warthogs team to make something happen here, right? This is a team that knows being down every once in a while. They do have some pretty fabulous comebacks, so we'll see if they can get it done here. So the side of Houston Warthogs trying to battle out for the middle of the map, but 3 kills go the way of Minnesota. J-Ski with 2 right off the bat there, so things are already getting spicy. Dapper and Empo try to counter back. They do get a couple, but they are going to lose another in the process. So side of Minnesota already trying to get a little bit more map control. They've got a player all the way pushed up into control, so we're going to see things as Dapper does kill that player, but still here mid-map, trying to make a move over towards A. Bomb in hand for Minnesota.
Yeah, you're going to see this side that Minnesota's on. They are going to favor this A side a decent amount with 2 kills rolling in the feed. J-Ski being the frontline man. Here he is with the gun, with the pistol. He will fall, but the bomb still in the hand of Nasty. He's just going to run it in. The relenting front force from Minnesota is too much, and the opening score goes their way. The kills still rolling in the feed. The device now going to respawn over towards this top side. Dapo, he's coming in for the counter attack. J-Ski, he's going to get a kill, but he will fall. Go. No players for Minnesota anywhere near here. He's just going to run it, and he's going to score. 2 quick scores in quick succession from both these teams. I mean, we're getting exactly what we wanted.
Yeah, but a phenomenal answer, right? If you're Houston Warthogs, you have a tough start there. You get pushed out over towards your A side. You end up giving up a score there. But now you're countering it out, right? You're getting some great pressure in return. You got a really fast second cap, well, second overall map cap, but your first cap. Now you've got a chance to get your second cap on the board. Raiden gonna push on through, gonna score that one up. Dapper with 2 just like that. Maybe a chance to chain another. They're getting the kills they need. 1 player in the middle of the map to deal with, though. That is gonna be J-Ski. So now, just like that, your teammates have to kind of push back, get a little bit more map control back, as J-Ski still being annoying. His teammates pushing in, collapsing, helping him out, getting those kills on the map. Dapper goes down as well. Everyone from Houston on a quick little respawn. As you see, look at the number 1 player in the back. Nasty's pushed all the way up into B right now. He's got a chance to just be very annoying. Gets spotted out, gets taken down, but this bomb, he is moving up towards A. Soda is there, picks up 1, does some damage on a second, as we're going to just see this thing get juked right on back towards B.
Yeah, gonna move over up towards this B side. Trade's kind of going back and forth in the feed, but J-Ski, he's trying to find a hole right here, but these Houston players, they are here for it. They're going to shut that down. 4 in Nas. He's here, though, in this spawn. He's moving and schmoving, but the counterattack is in order. The counterattack, all these players from Minnesota were so committed on the offensive force that no one was there on defense, and Dapo, some trade's going to roll in the feed, but he is there to pick it up and pick it in.
Yeah, we're moving right now. Yeah, Dapper always changing up his name nonstop, just being annoying. He's got his RuneScape ID up there. But Empa with 2 right there does end up going down as Nas takes him down. But no big deal though, just being annoying at a minimum, right? You see Houston Warthogs trying to push back out of their spawn right now, trying to just defend this B side. 2 players from Minnesota pushing up the middle of the map. That's going to be J-Ski and his boy, as that's going to be Soda, I believe, with him. But the kill's going back towards the side of Houston. That bomb's just moving right now. He's going to slide on through. Getting shot. Does get taken down. Dapper. He does have that cruise missile in the back pocket, though, so something to look out for there in the future. I didn't realize he had that. But he's 10-7 on the map, so not too crazy. But we are going to see Minnesota now. Bomb back in their hand. Minute and 30 left on this time. Houston 1 score away from ending the round. Minnesota going to need 3 more to end the half. But they're pushing up towards B, completely uncontested. Going to get themselves up to the 3-2 mark. Down by 1 score still, but not upset. Empo with 2 with the nade, but you got time on this ball reset. These players are going to respawn, but watch out for number 5. Raiden going to make some noise in the spawn.
Yeah, Raiden is going to be the factor here, but J-Ski, he shuts that down. 2 kills now in the feed from Minnesota. Empo, he shuts him down, turns over towards Dirt, and finds another. Both teams kind of feeling each other out on this 50-yard line. 2-2's in the feed a little bit, but Dapper, he's going to find 2. Device not really going to be picked up by anybody. Both teams kind of just feeling it out, trying to get some map positioning. Raiden, he's going to pick it up over towards mid, try and get somewhere with it, but he goes down. 3 going to fall in the feed from Minnesota, but Nos is there to shut that down with 2 of his own. Iceberg there to chow him. He jumps out, doesn't get the kill. He's going to chow again. The pistol, he finds that kill. Chowing with a gun that he picks up off the ground and falls. So both these teams are just shooting lasers at each other back and forth, with both teams kind of coming to a standstill.
Nos, just like the S&D, Nos will not duck a chow. This guy will chow anybody, and he does a great job with the jump chows. But now, Houston trying to move this bomb up one more time. Going to lose 2 players in that process. Last player with the bomb does go down. Just like that, maybe an opportunity for Minnesota to push on up. 4 players stacked up over towards the A side. Opportunity to make something happen. One going for mid-zig. That's going to be J-Ski. Picks up that kill. Matty Ice, though, just trying to be annoying. Had that nice little kill with the nade. Does go down. The score comes in. Last second, ties it up going into the half. And Minnesota definitely not upset with the way that ended.
Yeah. They got that score right at the last minute to tie it up 3-3. This, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen an overload played like this before. It's just, they're just going ham. I mean, this looks like ranked play. They're just throwing haymakers on haymakers at each other. Both these teams just, they're swinging for the knockout punch every single life.
Yes. I mean, I feel like the spawns feel different. I feel like what we've seen before the big update that came out, I feel like people were spawning more on the site that was being pushed by the bomb. And now it seems like they're just automatically being spawned towards the opposite side. I don't know if there's actually a change or not. I just know there was a big update. I doubt they changed spawns, but I'm just noticing that it just seems like people are. So the points did move. That's a good point. I forgot about that. So maybe the points moving adjusted how the spawns work, just because we do know spawns are also objective based a little bit. So
yeah, a little bit. I'm not sure if they moved any points on the exposure overload.
Yeah,
I have
sure. It doesn't
no
look
idea.
Like it. I know the movements were very minimal as well, so maybe the minimal movement was to make it so that the spawn, you don't just spawn directly in front of the bomb, because that was pretty annoying, not gonna lie. I mean, Dapper tries to make something happen there, does get taken down. Nos cleans up at the end, grabs that bomb, just rotates back to his teammates here. He's got one lead blocker out front. That's gonna be Nasty. He's got 2 players who spawned up directly in front of him. Nasty gets one. Nos, Juki towards the middle of the map. Gonna go right on back. 1 player to beat out on the site. Gonna be riding. His teammates are spawning on top of him, though, to help him out. The kills do come in, though. He's just got to slide on in, and Nos gets his team up 4-3, first cap of the second half.
Yeah, that was a good push for Minnesota. They, played it a little bit patient. They got the kills that they need with Nasty being the front man, finding some big kills. So Nos off the cap, working his way over towards this. He's still in this player spawn, so this is like a little bit of a parasite that you got to deal with as Iceberg eventually going to take him out. Dapper, the kill's going to come in through the glide bomb.
And they
4 in the feed.
Number 8, Empo was pushed up.
Yeah, Empo pushed up 8, spawns them out over towards that A side, and the score is going to come in. So now it is tied once again. But 4 in Nos. He's over here on this side looking to get a counterattack with all these Houston players stuck out towards the middle of the map.
Careful, that number 4 player. Yeah, Nos is being so annoying this map, hitting some crazy gunfights at the moment for his team, winning some big ones. But he does go to, actually doesn't. He gets that kill on Matty Ice with the pistol. Riding, though, going crazy with the sub. Needs a little bit of help over here towards that bomb. Gonna be a couple players from Minnesota on site. They're gonna grab this thing, start moving towards A, nice and slow. 1 player mid box to deal with. That's gonna be Dapper, not the guy you want to see up there, but he does go down. Empo with 2 though, maybe looking for a 3rd. Empo trying to rip Nasty off the heady. Isn't gonna reach out. Does see this bomb down here. His teammates are spawned back up. Got to figure out where these Minnesota players are chilling. Soda picking up that mid corner. He's gonna get 1 for free. His teammates should be here to help him with the 2nd.
Yeah. Some trays rolling in, but Nasty finds a quick 2-piece. They line up for Nasty. Nos finds one as well, so kind of pinning these players back here is Nasty with the device. He's going to run it in. 5-4 now, Minnesota, the lead. I mean, no lead is safe. I know you got the lead. There's still 2.5 minutes to work with if you're Houston, so it is not over yet with the device spawning once again towards the middle of that map.
Oh, J-Ski just being so big in the spawn, though. Picking up those 2 kills right there. His teammates still just putting pressure on them. This bomb gonna make its way all the way out towards outer B. 1 player to beat right now. That's gonna actually make it 2. Can't talk anymore, but now we're gonna see it rotate back over towards the A side. You've got some lead blockers over on Minnesota. The number 1 player, Nasty, is pushed up. Number 4 is directly with the bomb carrier. Number 2 going to be over towards that solar side. Does go down. But now you're going to see Houston try to hit their retake. Got to watch your back, though. Picks up 1. Nasty gets a little help with the 2nd. Little team kill made there coming from the side of Houston. Ryden, though, picks up both. When you need him most, he shows up. Down a little bit in the KD ratio, but this is a guy when you need him, he's going to be there. The side of Houston do need a score on the map. Ryden going to be on a 5-3 before going down there. This bomb moving up very quickly, but the side of Minnesota are spawned up and ready to counter.
Yeah, they're ready to counter. I like the way Minnesota is approaching these defenses. They kind of go down in the feed. They lose the map positioning, the device in the hand of Houston. They kind of regroup together. Riding with a 2-piece with the nade, by the way. Dapper, he finds one as well. So 3 going to fall in the feed. Dapper!
What a chow!
Ego chow of the century finds that one, but the device over here towards this B side. He's going to try and run it in. Iceberg on the 5-yard line gets shut down. Only player left remaining towards that A side is Empo. He's
Empo.
gonna find one.
It's Empo,
Kinda
though.
gets behind the players. If there's someone who can do it, it is Empo, but he gets shut down.
This bomb now in the hands of Minnesota. 50 seconds remaining. They're not going to park this bus. They're going to go for the score. But the kill does come in. Minnesota is going to be behind these Houston players. Hopefully he's accounted for. We see this bomb trying to move up. It's Jayski above the bomb right now. Has some teammates here in the area. Jayski just trying to push back, figure out where this bomb's going to be at. They do have a player behind the bomb carrier. Does get that kill. 34 seconds remaining. Minnesota getting some kills on the board. But just like that, Ryden pushing up. Gets another 2-piece on the board for himself. Now 18 and 28. Still down a bit, but doing his best to fight back. Houston have to make the play now. Nasty with 2 more, but the bomb carrier still alive. Dapper trying to make the clutch play. Gets some nice damage, but not going to get a kill. His teammates, though, maybe an opportunity to make something happen with 13 seconds left.
Yeah, 13 seconds left. They're gonna park the bus. Not gonna give these Houston players a chance. You know, when you're down 1 with little time left, you're forced to stagger yourselves, chow in 1 by 1. Not really having any time to regroup and formulate the kind of push that you want in Minnesota. They clutch up in a crazy map number 3, 5-4, and they overload to take the series 3-0 in convincing fashion.
Yeah, they do a great job, obviously. I mean, this map 1 and 3 were pretty close, right? The S&D is really the one that they put on a show for, right? Winning that one 6-2 and looked very impressive. But, man, I mean, what a